Alright. Figure well, it's an excellent way to celebrate the 4th of July and some murder into streaming. So, we have gotten a fair, pretty far in this game so far. We've gotten about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases solved. I'm not sure how many there are in this game, but we went from, what seemed to be like an inheritance issue to now to a full-blown cult, like a secret organization being involved. And it seems it's only going to get worse. So, let's go ahead and get started over here. We got a lot to look at here. I think I looked at 5 strange masks. Okay, rules, history. Go through all these. There's a lot of people here. Z, rules, the Griffin Rebirth. The one who claims to be Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. If someone repeats the miracle, it is proven that it was not a miracle, but mere magic. Claimant is punished with death. If no one can repeat the miracle, the mask falls. Claimant is crowned as the Griffin Reborn. Interesting. Chronicles of a Griffin Rebirth. In 1775, the first Darkhan Lord Harrington demonstrated flying. Jumped off a cliff to his own death. Good lord. 1756, Proud Beast Master Lord Parsley performed a seance speaking to spirits. Lord Angus McBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy. 1764, Master Darkhan demonstrated creation of a homunculus. Lord Angus McBrain produced a homunculus as well. How did you do that? 1771, Proud Beast Master Lord White carried out a hypnosis on a servant. Lord August McBain hypnotized the same man as well. Okay, so there's been a history of like people attempting to become the Griffin Reborn, and either just completely failing, or it has been constantly repeated, which is it's an actual miracle. Unbelievable. So there is a Griffin Reborn. You look familiar. Kneel before the Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you brothers to great many changes. Miracle preparation. After the cane input, aim at the sky. Press the lever to maximum position and hold for at least 10 seconds. At this point, the idol should have be full enough to perform a miracle once. Miracle hypothesis. The water works better, but the effort is not as convincing. Therefore, cane. This main challenge is ensuring my balance onto holding onto the idol. Practice is paramount. And this is the one. Okay, so what did he say? Isn't this the symbol? I think we saw this earlier, that this is the symbol for decreasing. He's aiming at the air and decreasing something and transporting it into the idol, right? And then he's increasing something while it's pointed down. Okay. Here, I brought your staff, O Griffin Reborn. And he is Walter Keane, no? Hold the snuff box with opium powder. A clue's been added, which has the cane and this symbol. Ooh, okay. So they hollowed out the staff, but the golden idol in it, and have been using it. Interesting. Dear Master McBain, there are threats to contact the Grief Inspector about my past offend me greatly, but being an honest soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demands. I have invited Lazarus into the Brotherhood, but he has not shared all of his secrets. Luckily, I had an opportunity to see him practicing this miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in the cane. When performing the input, he followed the following glyphs: cane and this. Then he presses a small lever on the back of the cane and grants him the power to demonstrate the miracle. I know that the staff will work just as well as your hands, Darkhan's steward. An honor to experience such an historic event. We saw him a long time ago. He was the guy at the will reading where, I think that was the third case of this. So it's interesting that he's connected to all this too. Dear Water Snake Brother Maker. The director of the Seven Seas Trading Company. I do not access work applications. Please go to the official channel so my staff can evaluate your credentials as an attorney. Darkhand Master TJ. Protocol of an attempt to demonstrate a miracle. June 23rd, 1791. Location: the Lighthouse of Gull Inlet near the Horn of Codhead. Time: noon. Present: August McBain, Lord Alistair Notcock, Dr. James Turner, Sir Walter Keane, and Mr. Lazarus Hurst. In charge of the notes, Mr. Nicholas Maker. I do not access work applications. Please go to official channels of my staff. Okay. Oh. Hi there, buddy. The man is not breathing as a severe wound at the back of his head. Ah. Okay. But this was part of the staff. Okay, so we got a couple footprints here. We got footprints that go this way with the pointed toe, and then they come back. Or either they come back and they go this way, and then there's a set of footprints that go this way. His arm appears to be broken. Huh. Waterstick Master, lately I've experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of switch your magic? Desist immediately. Know that when pushed, my rage is absolute. I do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In many voyages, I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones, Proud Beast Master. Dear friend, it is not so simple to me to get you a seat alongside me on the court of directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you to stop obsessing over it. Will only unbalance your humors. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at the Kensington Palace. Ah. Door is locked from the inside. By guarding the lighthouse, you guard the Empire. General Alistair Cock. Trapdoor that connects to the staircase at the top of the lighthouse not locked. Okay, so we got a couple things here. Let's start filling out names. Right? That makes sense. So, we know this man is by the name of Walter Keane. We know that because from before, he was the guy who was stealing things and had this whole hat thing that every time he did a theft. This is him. We also know the name of this man right here. His name is Lazarus Hurst, right? Okay. Now, what else? We also have Water Snake Brother Maker, Nicholas Maker. So I'm pretty sure we have seen him before. We'll go ahead and put his name. And then it's just a matter of figuring out who's left. Is there a way to figure out? We did see some letters over here. Dear friend, it is not so simple. Please stop. Actually, hold up. Master McBean. So he was getting he was getting threatened by McBain. You had the magic relic in your hands chronologically. Well, Walter Keane has it now, so we could probably just go ahead and put that there, right? Angus McBean, Alistair Koch, Dr. James Turner. Okay, so that's the question. How do we figure out who's left? Well, we could probably assume... Okay, hear me out here. What if we assume... We have a whole thing with the ritual here of who's the Griffin Reborn. If you can perform a miracle, you get the Griffin Reborn. We can see that a miracle has happened. Because that's what they're celebrating, right? Now, if we take into account that every time someone has made a claim to be a Griffin Rebirth, someone has challenged them to repeat the miracle. We can assume by this letter that he was trying to get information on how to repeat the ritual that pulled off the miracle. And because it didn't, that caused I mean, he was able to succeed, right? So, by that logic, we can assume that the man who's dead is McBain, right? And then we come over here, August McBain. Okay, and then with that information, we can go ahead. He performed the miracle, he tried to replicate it, and now he's holding on to it right now. I guess McBain. There you go. And then we can also fill out this section, right? Because that's what we're assuming is happening, right? August McBain blackmailed Walter Keene to find out how Lazarus Hurst would perform the miracle of something. Now, if we assume that's the case, that he was trying to perform the miracle, the door is locked from the inside. Okay, so this is probably... Okay. The miracle itself is, if this is locked from the inside, I think what is happening is explaining is that at some point he was able... He jumped from here and survived. And then when he tried to replicate it, he jumped and died. So we can say this was the miracle of flying. Hey, see? Pretty easy. We can also do process of elimination for these two. Like, we literally can just go, because there's only two names left, we can go Alistair Koch and James Turner. There you go. All right. So, I think what ends up, obviously, the thing is the miracle ended up happening because he took, if I'm not wrong, he increased or decreased while pointing up at the sky, right? That was the instructions. Aim at the sky. And then he expelled whatever he took downwards. So he probably used air to cushion his fall, and because he didn't understand that the symbol needed to have a certain layout or a certain color for that to happen, because right now it looks like it was the blue one, and if I'm not mistaken, you have to use the red input with that setup. You cannot use the blue input with this. Okay. Lazarus Hurst. Blank blank. Blank with... That's the only gray word. Or from... Oh, wait. He jumped from the lighthouse, obviously, using the idol to demonstrate the miracle of flying, and became the Griffin Reborn. Okay. Angus McBain jumped from the lighthouse Afterwards, this resulted in August McBain's death from a head wound. Simple process of eliminate. I mean, logic and just that's the key to this whole game, is just trying to logically figure out what has kind of happened. So again, like I said, he probably used the idol to absorb the air, and then when he aimed it down, he could write it down safely because the air is acting as a cushion for his fall. And so when Lazarus Hirsch jumped from the lighthouse, he survived using the hidden golden idol. Master Agnes McBain thought he could have enough information to repeat the miracle, prevent Lazarus becoming Griffin Reborn. He seized the staff from Lazarus and locked the lighthouse door to prevent foul play. However, he did not know all the secrets of the idol. It did not work for him, and Angus jumped to death. That wasn't too complicated. Chapter 3, The Ascent. The Uninterrupted Weekend at the Doctor's Saloon. Oh boy. That's okay. Some familiar faces here. He was just at the ritual. He was just at the ritual. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? 9 people. A lot of stuff. This material is to be discovered. This material is to be discovered. Tea house, chess house. Okay, field, library, saloon, flower beds, and a fountain. The seals of the 12 Lemurian clans. Okay, so the boomerang is missing from here. 4, 5, 6. Huh. Okay. So this is numerical system. It's basically just a 1 through 9. I'd assume 1, 2, 3. No, to 12. I'm sorry. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The one's missing. Okay. It's no. There is the murder weapon, it might be, and it looks like it was okay. Clue has been added to the thinking panel. The man is not breathing, has a huge vertical wound on his forehead. Listen, apologize for shouting match yesterday. Let's continue discussion at noon. Leo. So probably this Leo person might have killed him, maybe? Or we at least know that I can't say that, can I? So, it could be that this is a handwritten note that he made himself, so he himself is Leo, or that whoever wrote this note is one of the other people and he is not Leo. So I can't say either way until I get more information. What do we have here? Psychoactive plants, drugged symptoms, spotty onion, an illusion of unity with the universe, increased appetite, hiccups, black poppy, sleepiness, white of the eyes with a pink tint. We don't get to see his eyes. I thought maybe we could... Hyperconnection, concentration on one thing, loss of perception of time, rapid blinking from the Lemurian Lichen, or the red berries. Source of energy, vocalization, all of your thoughts, twitching, and aggression. Okay. Alright, I suppose we might as well just start going through the people and see what we can find out. So what do we got? Oh lord, I did not expect something like this in our household. So he's obviously the gardener. So... Interesting. Blank Blank is the victim. The blank is the murder weapon. Maybe the boomerang, but we don't know. The blank is where he was murdered. Body was found by Blank Blank. Okay. What do you got? This is such a mess. However, we will clean out the blood out of the rug. So he is on drugs. What's that? I get a pink tint. So he's been taking some black poppy. But I don't know any names. All right. Ha! Leopold, your plan to frame Hoot is sublime, but the missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. Oh. Excuse me? Actually, can't we also kind of knew... James, this is preposterous. You know damn well he was killed by the Lemurian savage. My friend, now that the elections are over, please join me for a leisurely weekend at my manor with good old Augustus and some of the fine fellows. We will have some drinks and discuss what to do about the Prime Minister position. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. Why can't I take that? A full glass of sherry. An almost empty glass of sherry. Interesting. This is outrageous. I thought you were an honorable man, Leopard, not some Quintanian agent trying to sabotage our friendly relationships with Lemuria and provoke a conflict. Okay, so we can okay. I think. Wait, did I not pick up the name? Okay, these two are connected by the fraternity that they're in. So it could probably be established that they are helping each other. And this man is Leopold. Oh, and that would probably explain why... Okay. I think he's just taking drugs. He was given drugs to knock him out, and they're trying to frame him for murder. Which would explain he got knocked out by the drugs. He stole his life just like that. The doctor is a smart man since he saw through his lies. Dear friend, at one of the balls you said you would love to meet someone actually interesting. I am having a weekend of drinks at my manor, and the prince of the 11th clan of Lemuria will be joining us. Please do us the honor of your company. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. I hope the host did not notice me while I was leaning over the sleeping eye-patched gentleman. A clean Liberian war club. A spicy-smelling ornamental box. Dear Prince, I heard you got invited to a party by the director of the Seven Seas Company himself. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves, but this might be just the opportunity we seek to reclaim our honor. Okay. So he is a prince of some kind. Dear Prince, as you know, I am a great aficionado of Lemurian culture. It would be my pleasure to invite a member of the Ptu clan to spend a leisurely weekend at my estate with some of the our own political dignitaries. Kindly confirm your presence, James Turner. Again, it's really weird I can't get that name. And he's got this for some reason. Why are you holding on to that? So he has that. And if we follow the pattern... Is that out of order? No, this should be 12. That would be 10. That's... Yeah, that should be 10. So what we're missing is 11, which I think he's the one he has, right? It's the axe, which is 2, plus the 2 hands, which is 11. Wait. No, that's... No, that's not. The axe is 2. No, the axe is 1. I'm sorry. This would be 1. So it'd be 10. Okay, yeah, so it's 11 for some reason. Okay. Oh God, believe me, my lord, I do not feel comfortable arresting a prime minister candidate, but I must ask you to follow me. Arthur Faulkner. So we can just go ahead and assume that's for that one. And we know he, too, somewhere. I don't know this first or last name. Okay. Oh my God, and he's got a book, too. Okay, Leopard, Gideon... Leopard... Okay, it's gonna be a lot. Claims that had a glass of sherry with James in the library and became drowsy. Who's this one? Leopard. He's the one being accused, right? Had a glass of sherry with James in the library and became drowsy. After sleep, saw the Lemurian observing him through the glass door. Woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep. Woke up the butler, entered the saloon, and found the body. Upon inspecting the weapon, deduced that Lemuria was the murderer, instructed the butler to raise the alarm. Okay, so I believe Leopold would be him. Location of each suspect when the body was found. Okay, so what else we got? We have Gideon. Played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored and went to drink in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to an interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come from the chess house and send the butler away. Just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly after. Slightly difficult to understand from what he says, potentially because he challenges with our language, claims that everything young Master Bell has says is absolutely correct. Okay. If... This is going to sound wrong. The only person here who would potentially have trouble with the language would be probably this man right here. So, we assume that Ergen would probably be his name. The question is, what would be first and last? James, he drank a glass of sour brandy with Blanchard in the library in the morning. Then he went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. As the master of the house, he has led the interrogation of the suspects. I believe that would be him, this guy. So I think we already knew this. I just forgot what his name was. So he would be Turner. In the morning, he practiced chess at the chess house and educated the butler on his lack of military training. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. They played together, and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. I believe that makes him Alistair Hawke, right? Listen, apologize for the shouting match yesterday. Let us continue our discussion at noon. Oh, and so Leo... Okay, so he's Leo. Served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoiled sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk, then go to assist Mr. Spade in the garden. Upon entering the library, he took away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. Was woken by Lord Leopold and instructed to rise the alarm. They then saw the deceased lying in the saloon. Okay, so I'm assuming that would be him, because he seems to come to be as the butler. So his name would be Podrick. Okay. Do we have a first name with you? Probably not. Claims planted and pruned all morning by the chrysanthemum bush. Saw the young gentleman and foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. In the afternoon, moved to the rose bush. From there, he saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. Continued his work on the roses until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. Okay. So, with that, we can assume you are Billiam, right? Billiam? And then what are you? Maybe he worked for him? Oh. Oh, there's a lot here. I haven't even begun. Finish on croquet game match on the grass field. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea, one almost empty, the other untouched. New party order, the loyalists and the moderates. Who will be the new prime minister? New order party, moderates, loyalists. The new order party has the most MPs, but it's clear the 2 old parties will form a coalition. It means loyalist leader Blanchard and moderate leader Valentine will become the prime minister, leaving Augustus Hurst and his party in the opposition. Huh. Oh, okay. Look at this. So these two look like these ones, right? That's pretty much a 1-to-1. So we can kind of go ahead and go and use this newspaper that the loyalist leader, Blatchard, would be the eye patch man, right? Leopard Blatchard. Cool. And then he would be, if I'm not mistaken, Valentine, or whatever. But we don't have a first name. One of the balls who said you would love to meet you. Okay. Old Augustus and some other fine fellows. Just, I wonder. But good old Augustus. Maybe? He was playing croquet with Ergen, got bored and went to the tea house during tea in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to interesting design at the chess house, lectured the butler, saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away as Ergen was remarking on the beauty. It's interesting. Okay. Spicy smelling ornamental box, which also we had the spicy smelling tea over here, right? One is almost empty, the other one is untouched. And in this letter, he's talking about actually wanting to meet somebody, some interesting people. So it is assumed that he is probably connected with him at some point. And if that is the case, we could probably say that Gideon is this gentleman right here, right? Was raised by Mr. Hill. Who rose the alarm? Is the question. Because it had to be someone who rose. It said Mr. Hill rose the alarm, right? Until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. At which point we said here was woken by Leopard and instructed to raise the alarm. So we can please say that this person served him in the tea house, instructed him to dispose of the poached cherry, had drank, and go assist Mr. Spade in the garden. So the identities are not correct. Let's fill this out. So I think he was murdered, but in the saloon, right? It's where he's at, and there's no. The murder weapon is the one with the weapon, the murderer, right? Okay, so we do know for a fact we have the right name here. So these two are correct. I think this is correct, so that's at least 3. Okay, I had the right places, I just had them in the wrong spot. Great. Okay. So, now it is just a question of how everything works. So I think we can safely say the gardener was in the flower beds, no? Because I think he said... So now we know who everyone is, we can go by their things. Continue to work with the roses until... So he was basically pretty much just in the flower beds so the entire time. Right? We can safely assume that. The loyalist was knocked out in the saloon. The young man was Gideon, so... Saw Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Were they in the chess house? The young man was in the chess house, and he was also with the prince. The butler was in the saloon as well, right? And the doctor and the general were at the tea house, I think. Each suspect when the body was found. They claimed that they were inside the chess house. But I think obviously they're kind of covering for each other. Checked with the butler to remain. Upon inspecting the weapon, deduced Salmeria was the weapon. Entered the saloon and found the body. Woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep. Okay, the butler was in the library. He was passed out there, right? Plays croquet. Okay. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly after. Alistair is this one? He's the doctor, I believe. Okay. The doctor... Okay. Everything Mr. Bell says is correct. Saul Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away, just as Ergen... And send the butler away. No. We're doing okay. We pretty much... 2 or fewer are incorrect. When I chased everything else away, like, okay, process of elimination here. That means that was incorrect. Like, if it changes to red, it means the answer that we have on there right now should be good. God, process of elimination is amazing, isn't it? So, okay, so the original answer was fine. He was in there. He was in the chess house. In a saloon. The general was also in the chess house. Okay, so it's one of these two. We have to figure out where they were. Everything Master Bell says is absolutely correct. Bell. So where did you say? Drew his attention, got bored and drank tea at the tea house. They got bored and went to the tea house. Oh, okay, wait a minute. So maybe they were in the tea house, and then that got confused because he was drawing attention to the chess house. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I have no idea how this is going to piece out. Okay, so we should have pretty much everything we need. Early in the morning. Blank, 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 in the blank, in blank, blank, blank. Meanwhile, blank, in the blank, 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 in blank, 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 in a Luminarian boomerang. Oh, wait, no. Maybe this is stole? Meanwhile, in the thing, stole a Lemurian seal. Because he has the seal, right? And if that's the case, we could probably assume... And they were together. In the blank, in the thing at noon, blank, 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 and blank the blank on him to blank, blank, blank. I'm still missing a lot of words. Oh my god. Okay. And meanwhile, in the saloon... I'm missing something. Drowsy, asleep, observing him to the glass window. Found the butler lower on the sleep. Woke up to find the butler. Deduced that the Lemurian was the weapon. Make sure that... Oh. Early in the morning. Oh, wait. Somebody came over here and drugged. Obviously, I think that person is going to be Leopard Blatched. In the library, right? And blanked a blank. Meanwhile, in the saloon, Erga Batu and stole a Lemurian seal from the saloon. In the blank around noon, blank, and blank, and blank, the blank on him to blank. Planted the blank on him to. Okay. Who drugged who here? Oh, wait a minute. What if... No. Okay. So here's the chain of events, right? Leopard was poisoned inside the library, at which point he was, pretty much drugged. Some point, the butler comes into here, passes the hell out. He's brought in, or they're brought in and killed. Leopard wakes up, gets the butler, raises the alarm. Okay? I'm trying to piece together... Yeah, I'm kind of getting this. I need to continue looking, because there's something I'm missing. I need all of the words, and once I have that, I think I could pretty much piece the entire thing together. Let me just run through all of the dialogue, make sure there is nothing. Alright, there we go. So I have everything. Okay. He stole a button to make it seem like he was the killer. So James Turner drugged Leopard Blanchett in the library and stole a button. In the meantime, in the saloon, Ergin Pateau... Provoke, frame. No. No. This doesn't work. What I think happened was then we have James Turner No, it wouldn't make sense for him to be in two places at once. Because it says meanwhile, so these events had to have happened at the same time. I think in the library... so we can go ahead and assume that. Because again, these two are working together. Alistair Koch killed Augustus Valentine with the boomerang? And stole Lemurian seal. In the... like, at around noon... where were they? They should have been in the chess house, right? Oh, he has the button. Okay, that's why he assumes. Okay. No, okay. I I think this is now fair again. Because the seal had to get stolen somewhere. Because so I think this is now fair. But then what the frame? They're trying. No one else is being framed right now, so it's got to be Leopard Blanchin. And then planted the button on him. I think that's fair to say. And planted the button on him. Killed, at this point, Augustus Valentine. But then where was he killed? In the field? In the fountain? Maybe the fountain? Like, maybe the fountain? Oh, but no, his body was found here, so it's got to be in the saloon. In the saloon, blank blank, and stole the Lemurian seal from the saloon. Okay. So something's missing. And kind of like the same process, what we can do is we can kind of just use the easy ones here first. So we know James Turner drugged Leopard Blanchin in the library and stole a button. Meanwhile, in the saloon, I don't think that word works, but it's the only word that kind of... I'm not sure this word. Nothing fits. Because it had to be either like convinced or... Oh, wait. Maybe drug? Because the idea is that, like, he had also spicy smelling tea, one almost empty, the other untouched. And if they were together the whole time, it would make sense that he probably drugged him just so he'd have the opportunity to steal the Lemurian artifact. And we kind of assume that the spicy smelling ornamental box is right here. They were in the tea house, right? Hey, did it. I'm smart. Brotherhood members Alistair and James plot to turn the ruling moderate and royalist parties against each other. Over the course of the weekend, James Manor, Alistair murdered the moderate leader and James framed the loyalist leader. You have proven I can trust you. Here is the Brotherhood's artifact I removed from the traitor Keen. Let's execute how it works. I said to take from the heat from the cup. I change the symbols and use the idol to give the heat to something else. But there is much more the idol can do. The New Order. Chapter 4, The New Order, The Triumph of Order. Oh, now we're starting to see a lot of familiar faces here. There's a thing of beauty to see prevail. It is not against the first virtue I feel very... If it weren't not against the first virtue, I'd feel very happy. Nicholas, I wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now. So tell me why I saw you spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money and you said you had none to spare. I suggest you lend me some now unless you want me to write up an official report about the 4th virtue break. Your beloved brother. Mr. Nicholas Maker, 1757, record keeper of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience, labeled a protocol as being on Thursday even though it was Wednesday. Took a double-length lunch break in the office. Loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party, plus 10 merit, total merit plus 4. Remember the 2nd virtue. Remember the 3rd virtue. This is so fucking weird. You're familiar. Or bugger, never seen so much merit removed in a tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. Albion Frank Banknote. Mr. David Garan, 1752, enforcer of the Order Party. He swore infraction and obedience, had a secret compartment in his office locker, denied the existence of the secret component. Loyal service in a low-ranking position to the Order Party, plus 10 merit. The man is not breathing. No apparent wounds. Prince of Dusk, like night I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love, nor do I make that error. When you know my name, look for my face. Oh boy. Such a relief to decide not to push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. The tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely a lust, and what do they even know about true art? I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less, and now we poor souls experience God's wrath. Oh. Hello. There's a lot here. This is music to my ears, Alistair. But to control your emotions. We are arbiters of order and must never violate the 1st virtue. A bunch of Albion Frack banknotes. Dear Dr. Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from the party business, your senior assistant Daniel has demonstrated extreme untidiness and breached one of the virtues, junior assistant Toby. Dr. James, 1747. Of the Order Party. Story of infraction and obedience, drank a whole bottle of brandy at a picnic. Kept the book of Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. Loyal service to the Order Party in a high-ranking position, plus 20 merit. What are you insinuating, James? I've never breached the 4th virtue. You know damn well I keep no secrets. Slapped a sergeant in anger, listened to marching music in his manor. That's okay. Weird that that's a... Dear Albert Cock, I am waiting to inform you that our regiment's colonel has seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flaunting of the 1st virtue. 4 maxims of virtue. Alright. There's a lot here. What do you have to say? Silence! You will perform your functions as much as is required. It is paramount to ensure order in our new society. Remember the 2nd virtue. Store confidential objects as evidence according to the virtue breached. First one is Lower Brandy, Opium. Invoice, February 15th. Blackbourne Farm, 3 pounds of butter, 25 pence. Delivery, 6 pence. Total cost 29 pence. Ooh. So, this obviously is some deception going on. That should be 31. A violin. Okay. Portrait of Gideon Bell, painted by Jasmine Nightwing, 1794. A book titled Stories. A book titled Autumn Tales. In all truth, Lord High Arbiter, I prefer storing no more than this. Since 1792, when it gained a majority of the Parliament and liberated our government from multi-party chaos, the Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority by the party's tribunal. High Arbiter Lazarus Hurst has announced that in 2 months the party and supporters will participate in a peaceful march to the King's current residence and demonstrate their virtue on moderation. I am honored to help the party upkeep the 4th virtues. I am only sitting here all day. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. There are worse jobs than this one, and thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. A bit boring, though. Too bad literature is forbidden. Observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. So literature is just purely... We can assume that one is probably... Interesting that it's the eyeball. Can we assume that this is the arts? Lying, maybe? And the first virtue is... indulgence. The first virtue is indulgence. Ooh! Mr. Fanger Quinn claims he had no wife, had a painting depicting a naked person in his home, broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger, observed spending the night with a neighbor's wife. Walter Keane flirted 3 times with different married women during the party's convention, wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events, claims to have not betrayed Higher Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance, expelled from the party of order. Lothard Richards. Had held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guest. Oh, this is the guy from... Okay. Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the Higher Arbiter, revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive descendant daughter Mary and her husband Peter. Evaluate... Oh, they got married. That's nice of them. I remember them. Hiding fugitive descendant daughter. Josh Bailey... Left his work at the tannery early, drank excessive amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat, drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak, approached a married woman with an indecent offer, denied 4 times during questions that he had once done these acts. So just even denial will get you in trouble. That's kind of crazy. Horace Webb has not held a job since the new regime, evaluated 60 incidents of non-work, claims he worked at his castle helping his servant clean it. Possesses 15 books kept in his private library, expressed willingness to donate his castle to the party, evaluated at 200 merits. Duke Gideon Bell wears outrageous hairstyle, broke down in tears 10 times during the questioning, has refused to start working, evaluated as 5 incidents of job skipping, rejected the Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin the Sovereign. Something has passed since the new party has seized power. During the tribunal, is judged to have the largest merit. That's probably merit deduction. To execute his punishment was used on him, and he lost blank, 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 and died. To control your emotions, we as arbiters. So, okay, we as arbiters of orders must never violate the first virtue. The first virtue, he's outright stating that is control of ambition, right? Emotions. The first virtue is emotions. Excessive. Lust. I think we can kind of say that's lust, right? Or no, maybe not. In 3 years, says passed, since the order party has seized power during tribunal, is judged of the largest. Huh. This is probably the arts. The third one's the arts. Vulgar art, fat music, and fashion. The third virtue is... oh, excessive indulgence, excessive lust. Second virtue. I think the second one is lies. No. Excessive indulgence, lust, and blank will be punished. At work, lies. Secrets. No, lies and secrets are going to be here. And at work, mistakes, fracas, and the secret one is diligence. Let's see. 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. Tribunal is open. Each culprit's charges are evaluated in the first culprit. Merit extraction starts. Extraction starts. Okay, so the third one... yeah, so the third one's about work. So this is like laziness and mistakes, fracas, and sloth. The third one would be... let's see. During tribunal, blank blank is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment... okay. So secrets and lies seem to be a 1-point deduction, right? No, that can't be right. But it only makes sense, right? I don't... got angry, where he was offered large amounts of wine, loaded 3 times, headgear, claimed he has not betrayed Lord Hazardous, expelled from the Party of Order. I'm pretty assume that's probably Walter Keene, right? What kind of looks like him, a bit older. Prince of Dusk, like night I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love, but do not make that error. When you know my face, just look for when you know my name, look for my face. So that would probably be Walter Keene is to be judged. The tribunal to execute his punishment was used on him and he lost. I honestly don't know what was used on him. The first virtue is indulgence, excessive emotions, lust, and Tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust, and what they even know about true art. It's a relief that they decided not to push any fashion changes. I hope the process is not painful. Okay, so he had a total of 20 points, so he has 12 right now. Investigate this potential flaunting in the first virtue. So, obviously, slapped a sergeant in anger. Okay. Listening to marching music in the manor. Loyal service, so he should have 20 merit. But he slapped somebody in anger and also was listening to music, which we know the art is the third virtue. So some combination of the first and third one is in all truth, I would prefer storing no more than this. And he's saying silence. You will perform it as much as required. Oh, is that Little Pip? Looks like Little Pip. Which kind of makes sense because he's kind of been there since the beginning too, as with this guy. They've been kind of connected. Fourth virtue is literature. Know that much. Vulgar art, music, and fashion. So this is. Oh wait, no. All literature, lies, and secrets will be punished. So far, this feels right to me, right? Man is not breathing, no apparent wounds. Nicholas, I wager you feel the new regime rewards are your diligence now, so let me tell you, I spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money. Your beloved... Okay, so labeled a protocol on being on Thursday when it was on Wednesday, so that's kind of like a mistake. Took a double link lunch break in the office, so we can assume if he's got 4 and he had 10, that would be diligent merit, right? So we can go ahead and assume that's -3 for anything that's work-related. Okay, and these are the 6 people who had their stuff, like the cases on them, right? His punishment blank was used on him and he lost something blank. Oh, the idol was used on him, wasn't it? Oh. He used the idol on him, which is now in the red. Or no, it was red. And now it's blue. Still missing 2 words. It's gotta just... Too bad literature is forbidden. A bit boring now. Okay, let's just kind of scroll over everything. Just make sure. Oh, there we go. It's moderation. And then excessive emotions, lust, and indulgence. Come on. Residents demonstrate their moderation. The problem is there's just so much stuff to kind of go over to try to figure out where everything's at. So, okay. We can assume... Listen to loud music in his thing. No. Drink a history. Drink a full bottle. Legacy of the Royal Rose Dynasty in a study. James Turner. Okay. Such a relief to decide not to push any fashion charges. Okay. Oh yeah, you can even kind of see the man is not breathing. But what if like even the bones, like his limb, like he's not has any injuries, but his body is like there as if like his limbs are there. So I think it's safe to say like the bones. But then how many did he get removed? And then how would he even have gotten? Okay. Am I missing anything? Truth, moderation, diligence, souls. Fruit. I don't think this one's right. Vulgar fashion, vulgar music, and vulgar arts. But then what's the word? Had a secret compartment, denied the existence, so he lied. He had 10. 2 infractions, which would mean that secrets can only be 1, right? Like he told her, hey, I had a secret, and then he lied about said secret, so that would have only been 1. Kept a book of the legacy of Rose. So if we assume that you get 1 for having for book, and then that would make it 13. So that would be almost a 7 for indulgence was? I guess because it is the first virtue that's. We must never violate the first. Do not control your emotions, because you must never violate the first virtue. Drink a full. Jesus, okay. Slap the sergeant. So excessive anger. Listen to music in his manner. If we assume that's 7, that would be 18. So listening to music is 2. Nice. Okay. With that, we should be able to figure out the rest, right? Okay. With that, no, we can just kind of figure it out here. Claimed the other's knife. That's a lie. Has a painting depict a naked person. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger. Observed spending a night in his vulgar. So we can go 1, 1. It's a lie, so a lie is 1. We don't know. Broke his favorite teapot in anger. So that's 7. Observed spending a night with his neighbor's wife. That's lust. That's another 7. That's 15. 14. Claim to have no life. That's a lie. So that's see, 14. 15 has a painting, which would be 3. So that's 17, right? Minus 17. We can save Walter Keane for last because he had the most, right? We've got Lothar Richards. Plus 15. 7. Held a dinner party with alcohol. So 14. So you should have +1 at the end of this. +0, 1. He should be a point up. Left his work at the tannery early, so that is going to be a 3. Drink a lot, that's going to be 7, that's 10. Drink excessive amount of rums, that's another 7, so 17. Approached the married woman with a decent offer, that's lust, so that's 24. And denied 4 times during questions that he'd done these acts. So lies, that'd be... Okay, hold up. So 3, 7, 10, 17, 24, 28. -28 for Josh Bailey. So he even got even more than that. Horace Webb has held down a job since the new regime. So that would be 60 instances of non-work times 3. That's 180. 180 claims he works in his castle while helping his servants clean. So let's say that's a lie. That's 179. 179 plus 15 is 164. And then that would be with 200 merit points. 164 is 36. And then Gideon Bell wore an outrageous outfit, broke down in tears, which is probably what? Emotions? Excessive emotions. So that's 70. Plus 70 plus the fashion sense would be 72. 10 instances, so 72 plus 15 is 87. Rejected the Arbiter's request to share information of a secret entrance to the castle. What would that be? Lies? Oh, because it's not keeping a secret. So 73, negative 73? No, I did the math wrong. Hold up. Gideon Bell, where's outrageous outfit? Outrageous outfit is 2, right? Yep. So 2. Broke down in tears 10 times during questioning. That's excessive emotions. 10 times, that's 70. 72. 5 instances of job skipping would be 30, 102, 103? No, that wouldn't be right. Hairstyle, that's 2. 2. Excessive emotions, that's 70, so 72. 72 plus 15 is 87. 88. Am I just doing bad math? Hold up. 2. During questioning. 30 times during questioning. Excessive emotion. That's 70. 72. Use to start working. 15. 72 plus 15 is 87. Rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance at the castle of the cousin of the sovereign. He's keeping a secret, so it's... Did I might have gotten the other one wrong. So, showed up 60 instances of non-work. Times 3 is 180. Claims that he works in his castle. He's lying. So that would be 81. 181. 15 books. 181 is 196. So he just plus 4. There we go. Cool. So we had a plus 4, negative 88. So he somehow we know that Walter Keane had the largest deduction in tribunal history. Flirted 3 times with a... Oh my god. So let's see. Flirted with 3 women during AD Party's convention. So that is already 21. 21. 31. +21. +10. 31. Claimed he did not betray Albert or Lazarus during the ritual of ascendance. Can we just assume it's just 99 demerit points? Because we can kind of just assume at some point What? Okay. Walter Keane has the most demerit deduction all tribunal history. Oh, wait a minute. We cannot assume that it would be lower than this one, right? Because it had to have been something... At this point, it was the highest one, until it would have been this one. But we don't know if this person has been tried yet. So, let's just associate... Let's see. So, at this point, it would have been 21 plus 15. That's 36, 37? Claimed to has no wife. That's a lie. So that's just 1. You get picture. That is 3, 3, 7, 10, 10, 17. One. 15, 36, 37. Right? He had 32. Now, what if they sat there and removed him that many bones? No? Okay. And he lost something bones and died. So we can probably assume it's not going to be a 0 number. How do we figure out how many bones he lost? I think that's even the thing that's lost, because unless there's like another word that I haven't... Or bugger, I've never seen so many demerits removed in tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. I got this, come on. I can figure this out. Excessive emotions, indulgence, and lust will be punished. Diligence, and what is the third virtue? That is the question that I'm having a problem with here. Vulgar art, fashion, and music. So I think there is at least one more word that is probably going to fill up that one. Theoretically, I could probably just go through all the numbers and figure this out. Interesting. Yeah, none of these are virtue. That's kind of the problem. Or confessed and evidence according to virtue breach. Remember the second virtue. What am I missing? Observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. Okay, I kind of have an idea, but... Come on, where is my last word? Beauty. Okay. There we are. That's the last one. Got it. Three years have passed since the Order Party has seized power. During the tribunal, Walter Keene is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment, the idol was used on him and he lost. Do I have the name wrong? What if we put in the number of fractions? I could have sworn it looks like Walter Keene now. But it's not, I guess. Okay, nope, Gideon Bell. That is correct. I kind of assumed I would go by the infraction here. The idol was used on him and he lost his... Bones makes sense. Interesting. So the 8 was correct. since 1792, it's gained a majority of parliament and liberated from our government from the multi-party chaos. It's been 3 years. We assume that's correct. During a tribunal, Gideon Bell was judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. The third culprit's merit extraction starts. What if it's years? Like, this is an old man, right? What if instead it literally took his years away? Ha! The Order Party has seized power and now enforces the 4 maxims of virtue. The young Duke Gideon Bell has been judged. The tribunal has lost 88 merits. The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hurst, used the idols to decrease Gideon's youth by 88 years, thus making him 100, which resulted in his death. Nice. Okay, so I figured that one out. A slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. Oh boy. Okay, so there's a lot here. What? What is going... Oh, we go back to all the other cases? Oh, and look, it's one of the masks. Oh, we might have to get information from these ones as well. Okay, then. Oh, it's interesting how everything's kind of coming together now. Poison, it looks like. Oh my god. Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I'll make the story of your true origin known to the other party leaders. At half 11 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood and poor Willard Wright met his death. Come alone and bring proof of something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. David Garin, since the success of the Mermaid Inn has proven to be resourceful and discreet professional. Let's make her cowardly but dutiful, useful up to a limit. Mr. Croc, pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to obey and ready to kill. James Turner, greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. Oh. This is Edmund Clousley's diary, huh? Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, please, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Okay. How do I... There we go. The regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me. A watch is ticking and shows 12:15. Navaja blade. Oh, isn't that... We've seen that before. Capital Route morning report. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passed by. At 8:30, individual in an insurrectionist uniform passes by on a new two-wheeled contraption. At 12:15, two individuals in insurrectionist uniforms pass on horses. Why are you not working, you useless piece of garbage? I saw you doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the merit executions. Oh, no. It's broken. Man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. Another man. There's a couple people dead. New invented transportation device, so pretty much a bike. Damn you, you cunning devil. You will find me in the place where we two first met. Talked where we can there. A loaded pistol and an empty pistol. I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap you did all those years ago? Straw men are your blame. Are your bane. Oh, he is a Dark Hand steward, if I believe right. Oh! I wonder, is this... Okay, he's mentioning, it's poetic you've fallen for the same trap you did all those years ago. Straw men are your bane. Which is in reference to this one, where he got attacked by a straw man after letting a straw man into the house, right? So it is possible that this man is that one. Let's see here. Can I grab these or no? I think if that is the case, then we could probably say that this is the thief guy, Walter Keene. Oh, I see what he did. He is standing outside. He took a shot at who he thought was inside the house, which ended up being the straw man here. And then he shot him from behind. I admit I have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so you can discuss your compensation. Where was that note? Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. I don't think this is the same one, but it is the only one with the pigeon, right? I have treated you unjustly after a long cooperation. I will come alone in peace as you discuss your compensation. But that note was sent out to Lazarus, right? You'll find me in a place where we two first met. There we can talk. I think this is Garan. Okay. Oh, he's cut on his foot, too. So it's just something to take a note of. Alright, so what do we have here? This is the mermaid. Nonsense, I'm not an idiot, but real men like us could beat those order party ninnies with any weapons. It's interesting that the entire monetary system, it used to be like shillings and whatnot, now it's all this Albanian fracks. But I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. You'd think they will try to kidnap the king. Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. I've instructed him to arrive at around 11:30. Most likely he'll be in the Order Party uniform. He comes alone without any backup outside. Approach him. Give you something that belonged to one who escaped your tonic. You may offer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may not recognize you. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Oh, so she was the one who was attempting to poison Edmund Clousley over here. So we can kind of assume he escaped. If he hands you something that belonged to Edmund Clousley, which she does, she has the handkerchief from him. So someone handed her that handkerchief, and then proceeded to hand him the slip. All these Order rats sneaking around here, it's no good. I just hope they just blackmail me and bugger off. Ada Baker 2 nights, Walter Knott 2 nights, okay. And there is Mary and Peter. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of a late Sebastian, the previous Proudby steward. I will be back at camp at a 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. Lazarus. Interesting that the horse is kind of running off on its own. Dear husband, you are so brave and you've been drinking since early this morning, but what will we do? What if the evil government men find us? Before the pure flower that I know you can be, Edmund Clousley. Become the pure flower that I know you can be. Dear Mary, I know that you are unworthy mate and is hiding you. Soon I will free you from this dirty paws and ship you to the colonies. While you I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will be my idle wife. Edmund, March 15th. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Bailey, Mary, your uncle Edmund Clousley died in some robbery, and I am rich. Now your father will see you for the man that I am. Let us marry Peter. Excuse me? What the actual heck happened here? Empty cannon. Pile of mangled and burnt bodies. I may have treated you unjustly after a long cooperation. Meet me for a long cooperation. I will come alone in peace and we'll discuss your compensation. Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make your story of your true origins known to other party leaders. 11... Meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood and poor Williard Wright met his death. Come alone and bring proof, something of personal to give you to the veil woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from a cage and it will find me. Okay. So someone was calling out Lazarus. And Lazarus was supposed to come and bring proof of something of personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. And again, we can just go ahead and... How do I... At around 11:30, most likely he'll be in a older party uniform. He comes alone without any backup. Approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may offer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. So Lazarus went to here at 11:30, right? Before noon. Early in the morning, somebody went to... Worry not and continue to feast, wife, nothing can stand it away. I will kill our enemies wherever they go. And he's still betting. Old habits die hard, I guess. Kind of click around. We're looking for... I need to get everything. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what I haven't seen yet? Is it here? No, it's not here. Okay, so there's 3 murders. There's someone here. Someone here. And then, obviously, whatever happened here. Actually, there's a lot of murders. Blank blank killed blank blank. Okay, no. Early in the morning, went to... Okay, before noon, blank blank and blank blank went to and try and blank blank blank. Instead, they found blank blank at the blank. On the way, they started to blank over it. In the afternoon, blank blank went to blank 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 because blank blank had tried to blank blank to get back his blank blank. I have to be able to grab names, like the names from this stuff, right? I feel like... they wouldn't give me these options if I could not, like, use them. Or maybe it's just kind of referencing the cases, like, okay, so it's obviously, like I said, where Walter Keane died, which, or not Walter Keane, where, Williard Wright died, and just to kind of remind you that this is where it was, if you didn't... I guess if you took breaks between things. At 8, a newfangled carriage passed. Insurrectionist carriage passed. An individual in insurrection uniform passed on a new 2-wheeled contraption. 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniforms. So at some point at 8:30, we can assume that was the first chain of events. That is the early in the morning, right? So the one event where there was a two-wheel contraption is not that one. This one. You will find me in the place where we 2 first met. There we can talk. So whoever he's meeting, he wanted to shoot at. problem is I can't grab names. Okay. Well, let's go with what we got. So that would have been the Blackfield Manor, right? Well, actually, let's take a look. No, the Blackfield Manor is this one. No. This is the Crowsley Cabin. Went to the cabin to kill Lazarus Hurst, right? See if there's anything in here that I can grab. Oh, that would help, wouldn't it? Come alone and bring proof of something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Stolen from our... Maybe at the place where the idol was stolen from our brotherhood and poor Willard met his death. At 11:30. Before noon, went out to try. So, at some point, Lazarus was alive. Okay, he goes out to the Mermaid Den, or the Mermaid Inn. I've instructed him to arrive at 11:11. Most likely he will be in an order party uniform. He comes alone without any backup approach. If he gives you something that belonged. I have a small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast Steward. Which is probably this one, because he's got the Proud Beast Steward, right? Actually, we can probably go over here. And that would Proud Beast Steward. So at some point in the morning, he says that he is going... Lazarus is going to be... I will be at a camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. So interesting. He goes out early in the morning. Newfangled Insurrectionist carriage pass. So he leaves at some point, probably at 8, because he says he'll be back at 10. So I think this carriage at 8 is Lazarus is leaving out on a carriage. The carriage comes over. Here. What was this again? This is the Blackfield Manor. Went to the manor to... I think he wanted something with the golden idol, right? early in the morning. I'm looking, still missing some stuff. Someone died at the manor. By noon, blank, 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 102, and try to find. Instead, they found the golden idol. On the way back, they started to fight over it. I'm too stupid for this. Okay, so because ultimately they get the golden idol at the end, right? He's over here fucking about with it. I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus doing during the merit execution. Oh, let me guess. He's trying to get the. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is this one? Okay. So I'm guessing this spell itself is to... No, it's not spell combustion. It's the hook, this, and... Yeah, see? It's the same spell. I think it's the lives one. So he saw him taking lives from other people and is trying to use it on the apple, even though it is not in a big capacity to be used. So at some point, he got the idol. Someone gets called, Lazarus gets called out to here, tries to get the shot at, but somebody kills him instead. I think this is Darren David Garan. We know Alice, like, they go out to find. And James. James is James Turner. So just fill that out. Turner went out to find. Again, we're missing some information, which is really getting annoying at this part. Wait a minute. This is a journal from Edmund Clousley, right? Who we assume died after this case. What if that didn't happen? Oh, I think I know what happened. Okay, okay. This is too interesting. Edmund Clousley, why would he have Edmund Clousley's book with a bunch of notes about various different things, about the different people he's met? Also in a safe noting of Lazarus. Instead, they found the golden idol. Okay. Hear me out here. So he goes out in the morning to the manor to kill Instead, they find the golden... I think I start to. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Edmund Clousley is Lazarus Hearst. He was able to find out exactly how to use the idol to take away. If he's able to increase people's lives, then he's also able to give lives as well. And it's interesting that after he supposedly dies in this case, all of a sudden a new character by the name of Lazarus starts getting introduced to this one. I didn't even piece it together that they could possibly be the same person, but it's but it's the only thing that makes sense, because Lazarus is called out and given something personal of him to the lady here, which is his embroidered handkerchief. It also explains why David Guerin goes out of his way to help out this individual in this case. Because it just seems like it'd be random to do. I think it is safe to say the golden idol was found at some point at the crossroads, and on their way back they start to... Obviously, I think they probably fight over it. I'm with the body of numerous cuts in his body, not breathing. What am I... If you probes belong to one who escaped your tonic, you may offer him an instruction slip I gave you. Until your face, he may recognize you. There's the last word. Okay, cool. I think... So they set off to find it, but they find the golden idol at somewhere. They went to the manor? Okay, so where's the manor? So they went to the Blackfield Manor. So at some point, okay, so he goes out to the manor, and instead of finding him there, oh, and that explains why it was melting, isn't it? Okay. So at some point, a lot of people die here. And in an effort to try to find Lazarus, they go out to find Lazarus, find the golden idol instead. It's not working properly, and he kills James Turner. Here. And if that's all the case... Huh. You took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I'll make the story of your true oranges known to the other party leaders. What if we say took back his lost years? Okay. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where did Lazarus go? There, Lazarus tried to blackmail Lazarus to get his lost years. In the afternoon, David Garan went to the cabin to kill No. Okay, wait. Walter Keene went to the... It's just a different way. To kill... Okay, Walter Keene went to the cabin to kill David Garan because David Garan tried to blackmail Lazarus to get back his lost years. The scroll is not filled out correctly. Early in the morning, he goes out. Okay. He goes out, they go out looking for him, and then at some point... No, something's not right here. This is all good. So early off in the morning, he leaves. And that's when he goes missing. So at some point... I admit I have treated you unjustly. After long cooperation, I will come alone in peace so you can discuss your compensation. He says he goes to the manor, but does he actually do that? Is the question. No, he doesn't. He says that because we know he has to go to the inn. Right? To find Who sent them the letter again? Okay, so Lazarus Hirsch gets called out by David Guerin, I believe.